Welcome back, everyone, to the blood-stained, snowy carnage that is Final Fantasy VI. We are continuing on in our battle for Narshe to save the Esper from certain destruction, because that's what we do. And obviously we have to wait until these guys come up, but this is kind of a way to be able to know you're kind of halfway there. It starts off with the green soldiers, and then it goes into the brown ones, and the brown ones are harder, so now that we're actually starting to have sightings of the brown soldiers, we know that we're at least getting there. And I'm sure you can insert a poop joke in there somewhere. There is green poop, there is brown poop. There's something to say there. The Empire is poop. I think I just found my episode title. The Empire is poop. So, at that point, there really isn't much to bring you guys back into, aside from, yes, we're doing the battle for Narshe, we're continuing to take on the Empire, and protect the Esper that the Narshe people discovered from Kefka, which is a noble cause, I would say. And this time around, I actually have kind of a unique topic to well, first of all, let me kind of get some business out of the way. First of all, I love the fact that you guys like the stuff that we're putting out. So we put up more Devil May Cry 3 videos. You guys are liking it. We're putting out tons of Legion beta coverage. In fact, unfortunately, some of my Legion beta coverage, the videos didn't record properly, so I'm actually having to re-record them. So I will get them to you as soon as I can. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the Tale of Drak in that regard, and also Stardew Valley, because I just barely put out part 2 of Stardew Valley a couple of days ago, so you guys can enjoy that. But as far as business is concerned, this week, as you can kind of tell, it is E3 week, so things have been kind of busy. I've already put up a couple of conferences by this point, the EA and the Bethesda ones, and I have recorded the Microsoft and Ubisoft ones. I still need to... Unfortunately, I was not able to watch the Sony conference live, and I won't be able to watch the Nintendo conference live. So I will have to watch them later, and then I will give my thoughts on them at that point. So I hope you guys can be patient with me, but it will be coming. And so, aside from that, the Let's Plays are not going to be affected this week. They're coming out. We will have a Geek News podcast this Saturday for E3 coverage. Basically, what we liked from each conference, what we didn't like, what we wish they wouldn't focus on, things like that. So, you guys are going to get that. As far as reviews, I have some reviews in the works, but I just need time to edit them, and unfortunately, E3 has taken a lot of my time. So I will try and get out at least one of them by this weekend, but I'm not making any promises. So hopefully I'll be able to get it to you. And I think that pretty much covers all of the business that I need to cover today. Final Fantasy VI obviously isn't being affected. But now we get on to a little bit of E3 business, because people have wanted to know my opinions on the Square Enix announcements, because Square Enix didn't technically get a conference. They just made a bunch of announcements. And so I'm going to actually focus more on the Final Fantasy-based ones in this video, so you guys get it special and early. I will do a full-on video of this later on, but you guys are pretty much going to hear what is in that video. So people wanted to bring to my attention that, yes, Final Fantasy XII is getting an HD remaster, because I had mentioned a couple of times, like, I didn't know how I was going to do Final Fantasy XII, because it was still on PS2. Well, now it's on PS4, so I have no choice. I have to do it. And part of me wanted to sit there and conveniently move that message over into the trash can, and no, I didn't do that, people. But I wanted to. It's like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about... see, Edgar's feeling my pain. Well, he's dead now, but this is actually one of those things where I did get a couple of comments saying, well, you could have just made a 4-person party and covered that entire fork area. And yes, I could have. I really wished I had done that, but yeah, I didn't. So that's on me. So yeah, Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age is coming out. This is the 12 that was more in Japan based on the Zodiac job system. So it isn't as similar to the 12 I played, because the 12 I played had the license grid. And I'm not a big fan of the license grid. I actually didn't like it. So, funniest thing about that. So yeah, we're going to try it out, and I will probably have to do a dry run of it anyway, just to make sure I know how the job system works, because the trailers don't really show it in action. and I haven't done my homework just yet, but I'll do my homework before then. So my thoughts on it are, I don't want to purchase it, but since I am doing Final Fantasy games, I'm probably going to have to purchase it. So thank you for letting me know. The other one was Final Fantasy 15. I'm still liking what I'm seeing. Microsoft got that in their conference, so we got to see a little bit of combat there. I'm still excited. So, and actually people have been asking, will 15 make the list of this? Probably, because I'm in 6 right now. I still have 7, 8, and 9, and all of that stuff to go through, but we are going to do the Roman numeral line first. So, because I know people have been asking for side games, and I'm not saying you're not going to get it, because you probably are, but I am going to do the Roman numeral line first. So at that point, 7 would be next, then 8, then 9, then 10. 11 is an MMO that will probably get skipped, or a whole other video being done for it. I don't know. I can't confirm. I haven't thought that far ahead. 12 will get that. 13 will. 14 probably not. It'll get its own kind of thing. Because again, an MMO. And then 15. So you guys can look forward to that. So I'm excited. The final one that people wanted me to talk about, it isn't part of the Roman numeral legacy, but people wanted to know my opinion on World of Final Fantasy. And I think I gave an opinion last year, because I know it was at last year's E3. And it looked really good. It was kind of a cutesy... The best way I know how to describe it is that it's Kingdom Hearts without Disney characters. It's basically where all of the universes of Final Fantasy can get together and meet each other, but in kind of a chibi fashion. However, the main characters that you play can actually get a legit model, so that makes me actually wonder if we are going to get legit models of, say, Cloud, Squall. I think Celis is in the game now, or Celis was in the trailer, so was Vivi. Somebody actually pointed out to me Faris made it, so maybe we will get, like, full-on models, and I would love if we did. That would be awesome. But I can't confirm that. I will probably play it. So it's coming out this year. I'm planning on reviewing it. And I think it actually is kind of perfect for that, because it's like right into the holiday season. People can enjoy it. And I plan on enjoying it, not only covering it as a review, but enjoying the living heck out of it. And people have also asked if I'm going to do a Let's Play for it. It's too soon to tell right now. I brought it up to Andrea to see if maybe she was interested in doing it, because she is not as into the Final Fantasy series. I'm sure at some point she'll probably pick it up, but she's not as into it, so this might be a good introduction. The reason I say she'll probably pick it up is because she's a Kingdom Hearts fan, and when I bring up that those characters actually do have a legacy, she's like, oh, okay, well, maybe I'll look into that. So, there you go. I have a feeling that if I do a Let's Play, Andrea will probably be involved, and you guys can enjoy that. I can be basically the walking encyclopedia of Final Fantasy lore and knowledge, and she can just be going, oh, look, that's cute, because that's probably what she's going to do with that video. So, there you go. That's my thoughts on the E3 Square Enix-based, well, Final Fantasy-based announcements. I do know that people wanted me to talk about I Am Setsuna, but I'm going to give you guys a reason to go watch the Square Enix coverage, because I'm not going to cover I Am Setsuna or Kingdom Hearts here. I'm going to let you guys go to that video. It's almost like I'm leaving mystery involved. And I actually did get an interesting question for the Legion beta coverage, like, the list of artifacts that I actually had, like, when did I actually start that up? So I opened that up to... The video, unfortunately, isn't there anymore, but I was able to keep track of the ones that got suggested before I took it down. And that was the BlizzCon 2015 opening ceremony video that I did. It was basically reacting to it. And I got a couple of artifact suggestions there, and I started there and then let people make their own suggestions, and kept on emphasizing that if I get beta access, I will go in this order. So... The other part of that question is, like, how do we leave suggestions for artifacts that we want to see you do? Very simple. Leave a comment on the Legion beta videos specifically. If you leave them on the Final Fantasy videos, I might not catch it. But if you leave them on the Legion beta coverage videos, I will put it in the list. And I keep on saying that it's a big list. It's a big list to me, but it's not huge. So I have a feeling that I'm going to be able to get to it, especially since I have covered the Demon Hunter starting zone. I've covered the Alliance Broken Shore scenario. And in the next few days, I'm hoping you will get the Horde Broken Shore scenario, which is all the big stuff, and then I can focus on the artifacts and the order halls too, or the class halls. I'm gonna say order hall because I like that term better, because this is supposed to be a secret order. So that's how you can leave them. Leave them on the Legion beta videos, and I will put them in the list if they're not already in the list. Who knows? You might actually suggest something that was on the list, and it's gonna come earlier than you thought. So just keep that in mind. I also will try and get to each class's class hall as soon as I can. But again, one of the things that's cool about this is that I don't have to focus on Broken Shore and all of the quests leading up to it. I can just get to the point where we would unlock the class halls and the artifact. And they'll be shorter videos, yes, but they'll come out a little bit quicker. And obviously I have a ton of other stuff working. So, people have been appreciating the Brinton stuff. I'm glad to say that we actually have finished recording. So as of this video, if you the next video we're gonna do is a big Q&A with Brinton. If you guys want to leave a question in the Devil May Cry videos, and I will put them into the Q&A. We've already answered a few questions. They may come up again. I don't know, because I know a couple of people are like asking those same questions again, and I'm thinking that we'll probably just do the big Q&A so that I have a video to point everybody to. So you guys can look forward to that. And then the next Let's Play, which is going to be with Alex, is going to be coming out very soon. And I'm going to wait on announcing that game, because I think I've already announced it, but I don't want to get people's hopes up. And we actually have hit the end of the Battle for Narshi, and we have one more guy to go through, and then Kefka. Wow, do you think I killed enough time in this video? I hope so, because that's the way it went. So at that point, those are the ways to leave your Q&As, and there will be Q&As for the other panelists. I promise that. I also did get a question, is Matt Billingsley going to get one? I haven't planned one, maybe next year. I don't know. Matt Billingsley came in on last week's podcast for TMNT Out of the Shadows, as well as E3 predictions. I don't know if he'll get that or not. Maybe. We'll definitely consider it. I can't fit him in right now. My plate's way too full. Alright, so we've now taken care of this Demon Rider. It's time for Kefka. Alright, let's go ahead and prep everybody up to get their HP ready to go. And finally, let's get some MP back to Celes. Or Celeste. That's what I want to say, but that's me, and apparently I get it wrong. So, talk to Kefka. And there we go! Now we have our fight with Kefka. And we're fighting a formal boss model, not the actual sprite. I actually do like this model. It feels very clown-like, which is how Kefka is supposed to feel. I mean, obviously you guys saw the intro cinematic, but when this game came out, that didn't exist. So it really does kind of fit the character and make you think how vile and fiendish he is. And we're just gonna kick the living crap out of Kefka. Because, well, he knows what he did. And I probably would be doing even more if I had Edgar on this party, because then I could bring out the auto crossbow, but... No! He's hurting us with ice too! How on earth can he have ice too?
Don't think you won. I'll be back!
Escape, because that's what he does. He's the villain. And with that, it's time for us.
Ah! I won't forget this!
I figured you wouldn't. Bye-bye. Yay, victory! Where's the Esper? Is it okay? Well, we don't know. We'll find that out in a second. Chill your britches. We're going to figure it out. So they literally moved it up into the mountains at the spot that we started the game from. That was a close call. Can it still be alive? Impossible, right? Well, anything's possible at this point. I mean, you have a girl who can use magic. Terra, what is it? Oh no! Holy crap! Save Locke! No! I can't scream like a girl, people. That's the best I can do. Holy crap, man! Save Edgar! Save Locke! Save Gaw! Don't worry about Gaw. Gaw's probably used to this by now. Terra and the Esper! There's some kind of reaction. And people might remember this from the beginning of the game, how they met up. What? What am I feeling? I don't know. What are you feeling? Huh? What's going on? Please, tell me! In case you didn't get the hint, who am I? Who? Who? Sorry. Terra! An Esper. I can actually feel its mind. So he's actually talking to her in her head. Terra! Step away from the Esper! It's giving the game's plot away! No, okay. So this actually happened at the beginning of the game, too. Except it blew up the Magitek armor, so this time around... Oh, jeez, what happened there? She went all Super Saiyan. She's all pink. Too much pink energy is indeed dangerous. And that sound effect, I actually remember when I first played this game, actually did give me a start. Like, that was not what I was expecting. Is a full-on screech kind of sound effect. But I think it fits for this moment. Like, she doesn't know who she is. And at that, we get to go into Mode 7! Holy crap, where is she going? Oh! She's just randomly flying around! This is almost as if it's like giving you a nice little hint that, yes, there is actually an airship in this game, and this is how it operates. Alright, and we're back in the bed, but we're locked this time. You're awake? No. Where's Terra? That's a good question. She changed into a something and took off. She looked like the Pink Ranger. I'm kidding. Don't send me hate comments, people. She looked like an Esper. And here comes Edgar. Locke, are you okay? I won't ask what happened here. Something happened to Terra. There seems to be some connection between Espers and her. Oh yeah, duh. Anyway, we need to find her. Witnesses saw her screaming across the sky to the west. Yeah, it's kind of hard to avoid that giant pink thing in the sky that's screeching. Let's go. I promised her I'd... Locke. Think, people. The Empire still wants that Esper. Banyan needs our help, too. Yes, he does. A Former Imperial soldier. I love that Cyan is so focused on that. But we've no choice. We must help her. Yes, you must. For she is the protagonist of this game. Let's split up. Those who aren't searching for Terra will stay and guard Narshe. Figaro Castle can shuttle us to the Western Province. Then we'll make for Collingen or Jador. So basically, now we get to use the power of Figaro Castle to be able to move to the other part of the continent. And so now we actually get to pick our party, which is going to be a thing from here on in, because the party size for these games will get bigger. And I will actually admit, so I actually set this up to be a kind of a grinding session, but unfortunately, I was not far enough in the game to be able to... Well, actually, no. I believe I was able to do a grinding session for this one. It's just later on I wasn't able to make that work, so my bad. So now that we have our party... So I will actually say, like, we did do a little bit of grinding in Collingen. So at that point, we'll probably have a party switch, and that's why. Is because I was doing the grinding, and now I have my optimal party that I want. But with that, now a whole new quest begins. So up until this point, it was getting back to Narshe to prevent the Empire from getting the Esper. Now it's what the crap happened to Terra, and we need to find her. And this is not, like, this is one of those things that I really do like about this game, is that it wasn't just set on one fixed plot. Here's the Empire, go kill them. Instead, we have these circumstances where we find out some interesting things about Terra, and now we have to go save her, you know, wherever she went. It's just one of those things that makes the game feel bigger than any of the games that were before it. I mean, biggest answer to that is, you know, like, if you look into the structure of Final Fantasy V, it was save the crystals. You weren't able to do that, so now you need to find a way to stop X-Death and go to Galuf's world. And then it pretty much stays stop X-Death the entire time. 4 was kind of that concept too, stop Golbez, and then eventually stop Zemus. 6 does actually say, yes, the Empire is evil, but we're going to have this emphasis where we want to figure out what's going on with Terra. We want to figure out what's going on with this character or this particular event. So yeah, we'll come back to the Empire, but we actually have these quests that aren't necessarily side quests. They are part of the plot. It's one of those things that I continue to appreciate about Final Fantasy VI. Even in my old age. You guys can make fun of me all you want. But with that, we're getting pretty close to time, so we'll probably cut off at some point soon, but I promise we have a little bit to go. And also, one of the things that I did say for the E3 conferences, so again, I only watched like part of the Sony conference, and I'm gonna have to watch them separately, so you will see those conferences coming out soon, hopefully. Lots of requests this month. If it's your wish, I'll take you beyond the mountains. Yes, we want to be able to do that. So if you guys want to see that, I'm hoping to have those videos up by the end of the day, if not tomorrow. So that's going to be happening. I'm already editing the Microsoft and the Ubisoft conferences, so hopefully those will be up by the end of the day. And then tomorrow will be Nintendo, Sony, and the Square Enix announcements. So you guys can look forward to that. I know I'm a little bit later than most, but I have a big schedule to maintain this month. There's lots going on, and some of it I can talk about, and some of it I can't. But I have a feeling you will enjoy all of it. Okay, so now we are in the new area. Next stop, Collingen. Watch your step. Yeah, we'll do that, old man. Thank you. And go ahead and exit Figaro Castle, and we're now in a whole new area, which is basically just the left side of the continent. And with a whole new area comes whole new enemies. Not quite, we're still in the desert, but this is actually kind of the point where the game also really opens up. So there's going to be plenty of revelations coming in the next few parts. that I have a feeling you guys will enjoy. And I think that's actually going to go ahead and do it for this week. So when we get back, we will go to Collin Gen and we will continue our search for Terra.